Alrighty, hello Taurus. Welcome to your soulmate tarot card reading with me. So these are my first few videos, so please excuse me if I am a little nervous and tend to stutter and make bad jokes. And if you hear a cat yowling in the background, that's because she's in heat. Anyways, so I'll be using these Angel Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radleigh, Valentine. I did not butcher it this time. And this will be your soulmate tarot card reading, as I have said before. Did I mention when I'm nervous, I tend to repeat myself like a blabbering idiot? Anyways, you'll be able to tell right away if this resonates with you, and if it doesn't right off the bat, then that's fine. There'll be plenty more videos where this came from, and hopefully one of them will spark something within you. I just finished Aries, and I think it went really well overall. I was nervous, and there were a couple of bad jokes every now and then, but I think do you see what I mean? I think overall the reading was fine. So here we are for Taurus. This first card I pull will represent your new love interest. Are you ready? Okay. Queen of Water. Look at that. Oh. So right off the bat, this person is either a Scorpio, Cancer, or a Pisces. They're tender-hearted, empathetic. Oh my god. You know what I mean. They're empathetic. It's so bad I can't pronounce that word and I keep trying to say pathetic. That kind of... Don't know if that describes what kind of person I am, but they're patient and loving. Definitely a water sign. This person, off the bat, is obviously a nurturing figure. This person, they have you. They're intuitive, most likely, if they're a water sign, but if not, they still may have some intuitive powers. They may be really into the supernatural or the occult. They may be into tarot cards, maybe vampires or aliens, who knows. But they're super generous, super kind and patient and loving. They're basically like a mom. They're just overall, I feel like this person is going to be the sweetest person ever. And this card that I will now pick will reveal what they do for a living, Taurus. I don't know why I keep saying your name after the end of... It's not even your name. I don't know why I keep saying your sign after the end of every sentence. Oh, these two popped out. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So their vocation, Page of Earth, scholarly, yep, that's the word, dependable, patient, or successful. So they probably, these are a little crooked, sorry. Trying to fix those for you. You don't really care, you just want me to get on with the reading. They're probably, I would say, maybe they're in college, maybe a university student. Or maybe they have something to do with school. Maybe they're a teacher. They're dependable, patient, and successful. So whatever it is they're doing, I feel like it has something to do with teaching another person, or they are taking on a leadership role. So they're very successful in their field. They could be maybe a principal, maybe... Oh wow, cards are just flying out for you and we haven't even gotten there yet. I'll stop shuffling and talk first. They might be financially stable, whatever it is in their job. They're very successful and they're making quite a bit of dough. So lucky you, you and Aries both got someone with lots of bank. And like I said before in Aries' video, don't marry for money. Don't do it. Anyways, these two cards popped out for you. So that was their vocation. So like I said, university student, might be a teacher, maybe a principal, something to do with teaching other people. Maybe they travel the world and they're teaching English. Who knows? You'll find out though. So this third card reveals their best characteristics, and we have renewal. So review and evaluate. This person, I think this was supposed to be the death card in the original tarot. So this person probably just went through a huge transformation. They probably learned a lot of things, and maybe that's why they're teaching other people. Honestly, they might be a little spiritual, considering they're a water sign, and like I said, they might be a little psychic. But they definitely went through something huge and has changed them for the better. This is their best characteristic, so I don't know what that may mean, but I guess you could say they might be a little bit more awake, or they might just have a deeper understanding of how the universe works, in which that leads them to their success. They probably understand a lot more than we do. Renewal, that's interesting. Well, card 4 represents their flaws, and we have Ace of Fire. So this one says, an exciting new opportunity, career advancement, change your life now. So off the bat, I can say that they probably move into things very headstrong, very headfirst. And that, I guess, can be considered a flaw. They might have some fiery traits. They might be hot-headed. They might, since they are, this came up as who they were as a person. This card represents them. Queen of Water. We do know that water signs tend to be very emotional. And since this card, sorry, had a burp. Since this card, that wasn't very ladylike, I'm so sorry. Since this card came up, Ace of Fire, we can probably tell that they might get a little ahead of themselves with their emotions. They might let their emotions take over them, and they might lash out or go into deep emotional states, especially when you are a very spiritually awakened individual. It's really easy to get caught up in everything in the world that's going on. It's easy to be affected by things like that because you wonder, why aren't people seeing what I see? So that could be one of their flaws, or it could just be that they're very hot-headed. Maybe they have a temper, or maybe you just can't hold them down. Maybe they have commitment issues, or they could be someone who likes to travel and likes to change frequently. Their vocations are just likes change. So this card is what to expect of their physical features, and once again we have 10 of Water. So most likely they look like a water sign. And I would say if they're a Scorpio, they might be very tall, very winnowy, very skinny. They might look very elegant. They might have dark features. If they resemble maybe a Cancer, they might be a bit more, they might be a bit more sweeter looking, kinder looking. Pisces too, they might have a childlike feel to them. 10 of Water represents abundance, content, and rewarding family life. They probably look like a water sign. They probably look like a stable person. Can't say much about their appearances from that. I want to say they might be blonde. Water, usually blonde, or they might have jet black hair. I feel like water signs, whenever they choose a certain style, card popped out. Whenever they choose a certain style, they go with it wholeheartedly. So you could have the super bubbly person coming into your life who just looks like they ate the sunshine, and then you could have maybe this very dark looking person that looks like they have just a shadow following them everywhere, and it's very alluring and sexy and ooh. So this person, I think either way, definitely you will be very attracted to them. But don't let their appearance fool you, because again, they are the Queen of Water, or King. They're going to be very, very empathetic, if that makes any sense to you. So this card popped out for you, and it will reveal their first impression of you. So 4 of Earth. This says being too frivolous or too cautious with money. So they might see you as a stingy person, not gonna lie. They might think, or maybe they might see you as just someone who's not generous. Because, that's very interesting, because Queen of Water, this represents your soulmate, as I said, and that card means like they're very generous, very kind, very loving, And off the bat, they're going to think, oh, you probably aren't like them. They're probably not going to... I feel there might be a resistance towards you first. If this was a twin flame relationship, which it could be, they might definitely be a runner. They might not want to deal with you if they see that, you know, you're too frivolous, you spend too much and don't care, or you're too cautious. Maybe you're like keeping all the money to yourself because you're worried that you might lose it. That was a big theme in Aries' reading, was fear surrounding money. And this person, like I said, they obviously went through some sort of spiritual awakening maybe, or maybe they just have a deeper sense of how life works, and they think maybe they'll see you as being materialistic for hoarding all this to yourself or buying too much. But that definitely does not mean at all that you are. First impressions can always be wrong, so don't worry. But that is their first impression of you. They probably see you as a materialistic, maybe stingy, maybe too careless type of person. Someone who really does not have it together. And your first impression of them. Okay. Four of Air. Time to rest or take a vacation. Meditation. Allow time before making a decision. So this is hilarious because you might see them as someone who's doing nothing for their life, someone who's just sitting around, lazing around, someone who might just be sluggish or a sloth. Maybe they're taking too much time to vacation, or maybe you think they could be spending a lot of time doing spiritual work, which I know to a lot of people oftentimes looks like nothing because it all happens up here. I just pointed to my head, but you can't see me. It all happens in your head, you know, in your psyche. All of that work happens in a place that you can't see, and so you probably think that they're doing nothing. So it's hilarious to me because you both have these first impressions of each other that probably won't be too good. You're going to see him as someone who, he or she, as someone who probably does not have any of their stuff together, and they're going to see you as probably someone who doesn't have their stuff together either. Really, Taurus? That's hilarious. That makes for a good story. Anyways, but once we get past that, we'll see their emotional connection to you, Taurus. So, Page of Water. So after they get beneath this first impression, they're going to realize, wow, you actually are really intuitive and sensitive and artistic and friendly. They're going to see you as probably this very young at heart person, or maybe you are really young, but they will definitely see you as a breath of fresh air. And it could go vice versa for you too. They're going to see you as just this new person, and it says heightened psychic abilities, so you might be able to bring out each other's awareness, each other's spirituality. You might touch parts of each other that awaken your souls. It sounds so cliche, but hopefully you know what I mean. It'll be a very, I feel, spiritual connection, because this person has just woken. They're no spiritual master, I don't think. They're still trying to grasp the way things are working, but I feel like definitely you two will be helping each other on that journey. So they definitely see you as that type of person. Like they will definitely, once they get to know you, they'll see the real you, and they'll be like, wow, was I totally wrong? And this is your emotional connection to them. Wow, I was right. Awakening. Yep. Your emotional connection to them. So definitely, again, as I said, you two will be helping each other awaken. Look at this from a different perspective, a temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. So I think you two will bring out each other's souls. You know, when we grow up in this world, like I said in Aries' video, I think when we're kids, you know, we are the truest versions of ourselves. We're not afraid to have fun or laugh or be ourselves. But as we grow older, we're conditioned by our parents, our teachers, our friends and families. You know, they'll always say things like, don't do that, or like, don't be loud, don't, you know, just stopping us from shining our light. And I feel like you two will definitely awaken in each other something, but he or she will definitely help you with your awakening journey too. I feel like this person is so spiritual, so psychic and intuitive that it can't help but to rub off on you, and you'll see that their stagnation, what you thought they weren't doing, you'll see that there is actually a world of things that they were doing inside of them, and they'll pull you into that. They'll show you that there's so much more to life than the outside world. They'll show you that, you know, there is a whole nother universe inside of you. Basically, I feel like they're really gonna help you on your spiritual awakening. This, like I said, this relationship, I feel like, is definitely going to be a spiritual one. So this is the strengths of the relationship. 3 of Earth. The power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work, being a team player. Right, so there's a lot of water coming up in this reading. So like I said, they could be a water sign, and there's also a lot of earth. So they could be an earth sign also, which is, I believe, Capricorn, Virgo, or you, Taurus, right? Yep. How could I forget? Anyways. So maybe, yeah, oh geez, drop some cards. They'll definitely be helping you awaken, is what I think. Since there's a lot of water coming out, this is definitely a spiritual, creative relationship. You two will bring out creativity in each other. You two will bring out, like, I mean, just look at this card. Do you see, like, the background and all the mountains, like this beautiful scenery? I feel like you two will show each other a whole new world. I'm talking Aladdin and Jasmine. Like, you two are just gonna, after getting past these first impressions, you two will realize that there's so much more to life than what meets the eye. And I think your first impressions of each other will definitely mirror that. But you two definitely have a spiritual and creative relationship going on. I feel like you might be making a lot of art together, or perhaps just thinking up new creative and innovative ways to live your lives or to do jobs. Maybe instead of working your 9-to-5 job, you're going to quit everything and be a blogger, join the circuits, you know, whatever floats your boat. But you're going to be innovative and creative once you meet them. You two will definitely bring out these artists, these innovators within each other. And this is a weakness in the relationship, which I'm about to pull right now. Knight of Fire. I believe Aries got this one too, but for the overall outcome. So this is a weakness, though, for you, Taurus. So passionate, adventurous, self-assured, and restless. Oh, geez. So I feel like things are going to be happening very quickly. Your awakening, your whatever it is, everything is going to be happening, moving very quickly. I think there's going to be a lot of passion in this relationship, but you have to be careful for it not to die down. I think either that or this relationship is going to be very emotional. There's going to be a lot of high or lows. It says to think things through carefully. So maybe maybe within this relationship, there's just going to be a lot of decisions that need to be made. You know, when you finally awaken, or when you finally realize, can you see that shadow? That's my cat. Hi, kitty. They're going to the window. But when you finally realize that there's more to life, I feel like most people have this urge to just drop everything and become a nomad and live in the mountains. So there might be this sense of urgency, like, oh, you probably will think like, oh my god, me and my soulmate needs to go save the whales right now. We're gonna board a ship and save whales and drop everything. There's going to be a lot of momentum, a lot of passion, a lot of fire. You guys are really going to push each other to doing great things, but you be careful of pushing each other into tearing each other down. But I don't see your relationship as that being too much a problem. I just see it as you guys will be moving at such a fast pace and awakening at such a fast pace that it's going to be hard to keep up, probably physically and in this world. How do I say that? It's like being awoken. I'm going to use another card. Oh, look at that. How fitting. Being awoken, I feel like it's just, there are time delays in this universe, in this earth that we live in. There are time delays, and you guys need to slow down. You need to slow down, think things through carefully. Try not to get too ahead of yourselves or everything. You know, time is of the essence, but don't try to rush things. Enjoy what time you have together. Let this passion simmer. Let it be a slow build, you know? You don't want to burn out too fast. Okay? And then this card popped out for you. This is the potential of your relationship long term, and I have the Wheel. Look at that. A time of positive change. A situation suddenly moves forward. Fortune is on your side. So long term, I feel like this relationship is going to be a very abundant relationship. You two will be really moving each other into places and directions, like I said, that you have not seen before. You guys will be awoken to so many different experiences and challenges, and it's going to be beautiful and fast-paced, and it's just going to be a whirlwind of opportunity. That's what I feel like. It's going to be creative, emotional, this union. I feel like there's just so much love in this union, and it's hilarious. Because at first I don't think you two liked each other very much, but then once you got beneath the surface, like, you'll truly see that, man, this person is really for me. But yeah, wow, that's amazing. The Wheel, that's so funny. I was just talking about Earth and the world, and did I say the world or did I say the Wheel in the beginning? I don't know. I meant the Wheel. That's what I meant. The Wheel is going to be turning you, and you'll see the world. Lots of change, lots of movement, lots of passion, lots of creativity and love. You will emotionally and spiritually connect with this person, and isn't that what we all want? That's definitely what you're going to get, Taurus. You're very lucky. It's very rare that someone gets a connection that touches both your emotions, your physical needs, and your soul. This relationship is going to be fiery. It's going to satisfy your emotions, but also put you on a whole nother level in your spiritual awakening. And I'm pulling a self-help healing card, Heal Yourself reading cards, right here, by Ina Siegel. I have no idea. Probably butchered that name. But I did this on a whim for Aries, and I think I'll do it for each of the signs. But this is basically a card that you can, if you want, take heed from. It'll give you advice on what to work on so that you can quicker, more fastly, I don't know how to say it, manifest this relationship, what you need to work on. Okay? Okay, ready? Here we go. Hole in the soul. So this card indicates that there are perhaps a lot of past trauma, a lot of past fears and blockages that are stopping you from receiving this abundance that you deserve in this lifetime. You are a co-creator in this world, in this universe. And there are a lot of fears and blockages is what this card means. And like I said here in Four of Earth, how this person, your future soulmate or lover, will see you. they'll see you as someone who's too frivolous or too cautious. Maybe you spend too much, or maybe you have so many fears about money that you're just holding it all together. And that is all because of your beliefs and blockages from your subconscious that have grown with you ever since you were a child. And that's not your fault. But what you need to do now is you need to go face your inner child and work on removing all those blockages, all those negative beliefs and limiting beliefs that you have against yourself. And you need to, like I said, just go back to you as a child. Like, when I had this card a long time ago, I visualized myself like giving child me a big hug. I gave that little human version of myself a huge hug, and I told her, like, listen, kid, you're gonna grow up to do great things. Like, everything is gonna be fine. It's okay if, you know, it's okay if other people don't love you or if you've been treated so badly, because I have you. Honestly, you are all you need, Taurus. So never forget that. You can fix yourself first. Don't go looking for love in other places. First, fill that hole in your heart with your own love, and then more will come to you. This person will help you. But first, you need to help yourself. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe. And if you didn't like this video, well, bye.